It's a steep descent down this hill. And this is the Iron River. And this is an old man-made dam. But it makes a really nice falls, even though it's man-made. Let's see if we can get a little closer down there. And you can't see it from the road. But this is Orienta Falls. It makes a flowage behind it. And this is the Iron River. And we're underneath a big overhang there. I hate to be around when some of these rocks tumble down. The trail to Lost Creek Falls is not marked, but it's a pretty wide snowmobile trail to begin with. And it all looks like winter up here yet. So there's 3 Lost Creeks. This one is Lost Creek 2. Everything here is heading towards Lake Superior. You can tell by these grasses that are down that this is about waist high in weeds in the summer. And some enterprising person has showed the way, which is very nice of them, with all these arrows whenever we come to an area where you could turn. And now we've entered into an older growth forest of pines. And you know, it's the beginning of May. It's only like 40 degrees out, and I've already picked about 9 ticks off my pants. And here we are at Lost Creek 1. Well, this obviously has been improved in the last couple of years with some signs and even handrails. So here we are coming down to this little glen called Lost Creek Falls. We still got a bunch of ice left there from the winter. And that's a pretty little waterfall. You can get up close to it. If it was hot out in summertime, that would be a nice place to get underneath and have that pouring down on top of you. Look at all these buggers. But they're only like the first quarter mile in on the trail. Let me get these little bastards off. Get off. Look at that. Man, there's a lot of them. We're at the Houghton Natural area this morning. There's a little waterfall somewhere down here, and this trail goes all the way to Lake Superior. A short walk down the trail and you come to this little gem. A little falls tumbling over a little sandstone shelf. This is Echo Dells, and another little tumbler here as the stream makes its way towards Lake Superior. Yes. Looks just like a painting, doesn't it? Let's paint a big old tree hanging on the end of that rock ridge there. Now let's give him a few friends. Everybody likes friends. Let's give him a lot of friends. You got a whole forest. Whatever you like. It's your world. You can paint it however you want. I'm going to paint those loudmouths in the boat right out of this painting. And here's the lower Potato Falls. It's starting to snow. The steep incline takes you all the way down to the lake here. And now we're heading for Superior Falls. And a short walk up the root beer colored Montreal River brings you to Superior Falls. There's that tannic acid in the water again. This is an old growth forest. This is the type of forest that covered all of northern Wisconsin and northern Michigan before the logging happened. You're going to see the forest floor here is coated with wildflowers that are going to be blooming in a couple of weeks. You got the moss on the trees. This is what a normal forest would have looked like 200 years ago. And I want you to compare it to the next picture I'm taking. We're about a week early to see the wildflowers open. But here's yellow adder's tongue. And you can see it just carpets acre upon acre of this old growth forest floor. Another understory plant is Dutchman's breeches. They look like little pants that are upside down. Got a whole colony of them here. Get up close to Sandstone Falls. Here's an unexpected little waterfall, right on the edge of the town of Guile, which is a very tiny, tiny town. You park on Kokogan Street, kind of on the west side of the town. You'd never know this was here if you were driving by. There's no signs or anything like that.